What's up YouTube? We are back with Rebels once again, and we begin this half of the season with a big 2-episode special, Ghosts of Geonosis. We start with the Ghost crew embarking on a mission given to them by Senator Organa, our first connection to the larger film universe as well as the events leading up to Rogue One. They've lost contact with a team of their own that was investigating what happened to the Geonosian people, and the person leading that team was Saw Gerrera, our second connection to the events of Rogue One. Kanan, Rex, Ezra, and Chopper go off to look for Saw's team as Rex waxes nostalgic about the Clone Wars and how he helped train Saw and Steela to fight the Separatists on their home planet. They find helmets from Saw's team scattered along a corridor as Kanan warns that something just isn't right, but the team presses forward. They run into the battle droids but are saved by Saw Gerrera. Sabine and Hera investigate the power source, which happens to be a shield generator, so they decide to acquire its deflector core. Kanan and crew finally reach a shaft which allows for better communication as they warn Hera about the battle droids. Hera wants to retreat, but Saw wants to press on and find out how and why the Empire wiped out the Geonosians. They run into a Geonosian who in turn activates the battle droids. Sabine hacks the deflector core just in time as the destroyers open fire. Kanan shows an amazing display of power by helping Saw and Rex across with a platform. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this scene.
Get across!
Kanan jumps across and impresses Saw as Rex makes a quip about Skywalkers. It seems like Kanan has grown a lot stronger since losing his sight, and it definitely is a result of his training with Bendu. They finally capture the bug and destroy the remote which deactivates the battle droids. Saw begins to display his extreme ways, but Ezra successfully tames the Geonosian now known as Click-Clack as he draws what is definitely the Death Star, or an allusion to it. Chopper picks up an energy reading. Saw puts restraints on Click-Clack and shows that he definitely lives up to his extreme and militant reputation. Ezra picks up a holo of Steela, which brings Saw back to the ground emotionally. An Imperial cruiser shows up to investigate the proximity alerts on Geonosis. They find the Geonosian egg, which is the last hope of saving the Geonosian race. An argument ensues about what to do with Click-Clack and the egg as Saw insists that loss is common in war, which lets us in a little on how his mind works. The Ghost engages in a dogfight with the Imperial recon and descends into the Geonosian shaft. The Ghost picks them up as an argument ensues as to how to deal with Click-Clack and the egg. Saw wants desperately to interrogate and question the Geonosian in his own way, which we all know is the extreme way. Hera and Kanan have a word about Saw's extreme ways in his past as Saw hijacks the mission and takes Click-Clack and the egg hostage, demanding their Phantom Shuttle. The Empire finds the Ghost and attempts to cut off their escape, which brings a sudden halt to negotiations. After being brought back down by Ezra, Saw agrees to help and engages the rocket troopers with the rest of the crew. Sabine continues to impress me and quite frankly is becoming one of my favorite characters on this show as she practically shows up and single-handedly dispatches of the rocket troopers. They venture deeper into the ground as they find the poison canisters, which they attribute to Click-Clack's drawing of the circle inside a circle. So now they finally have the proof of how the Empire wiped out the Geonosian people. While these may have been what Click-Clack was drawing, it's safe to assume that we're getting nuanced and subtle hints and allusions to the Death Star in every way, shape, and form imaginable. Time and time again, this show makes these allusions and then casts doubt by filling the void with red herrings, but you can't obfuscate the truth from me. The mission was a success, and thus begins the second half of what is going to hopefully prove to be quite the epic season. Rebels shines the most when it's tackling tough subject matters and furthering the main plotline. When it veers off course to give people a breather with filler episodes, it suffers greatly. No one likes filler episodes. We've got our first look into what will be the events that lead up to Rogue One, and we are this much closer to a unified and connected universe from TV to film. Here's to more universe connecting and plot furthering episodes. Until next time, we are one with the Force is with us. Bye guys.